Hi, this is Eddie Smits. Have you ever wondered why some people reach their goals, achieve their dreams, living this perfect life, and others have trouble paying their rent each month, in a job they don't really like, they have a relationship which is not really great? You probably heard it's all in your mind. Actually, you're right. It all has to do with how our mind works, actually. I am not a brain specialist, but what I'm going to tell you is founded on science, tests, and everything you want. I'm going to explain it in a way that is simple and that you'll get it. I hope. So, what happens in our brain if we are challenged, or if there are problems or fight obstacles in our life? That could be a discussion in our relationship, problems in our business, arguments with our friends, can be everything. We still have our reptile brain. In prehistoric days, a mammoth coming towards you, or a lion, or whatever, or you fought the lion, or you ran. This crocodile brain or reptile brain was purely to keep you alive. And that's still there. So whenever we encounter a problem, our reptile brain switches on. An angry dog wants to bite you, or wants to attack you, whatever. You don't even think about it, or you can run or fight it. Your brain is going to protect you, so it's going to fight the dog, or you're going to run away. And the danger is gone. For example, the dog is on a long leash and it can't run after you anymore. We don't keep running, we stop. The problem with other challenges is that we stay in this fight or flee mode. We keep on thinking with this reptile brain. And the reptile brain doesn't have common sense, doesn't have gut feeling, doesn't have wisdom. It only says, okay, you need to flee now. You need to flee of these problems. That's why you don't do anything about the problems. That's why you are avoiding, want to have control about everything. A hyperachiever who keeps on going. A stickler. How can you conquer? How can you fight this reptile brain? You don't. You switch it off. And switching it off means that you have to realize, oh, this was my reptile brain. Now it's time to switch to my other brain. That you have to realize at some point that what you are doing, that's not common sense, that there's no wisdom in it, that there's no empathy in it, that it's just your reptile brain. Let me give you an example. You have a fight with your loved one, and at some point you start yelling. That's the point that we should say, okay, we are yelling now. This has nothing to do anymore with our quarrel. We keep in this high mode of yelling, and by keeping in this yelling mode, we make it worse and worse and worse. The moment we realize it's this, we can shut ourselves down. We can shut our mind down. The reptile brain is still shouting. And when we turn the reptile brain down, other half of the brain starts to work, where the wisdom is, where the empathy is. From there, we're going to a further discussion. But as long as we are keeping our mind in this croc brain, in this reptile brain, we'll never resolve our problems and challenges. Haven't you noticed that, like, people are really successful, that they seem to go through life in this Zen way, in this calm, quiet way? They did whatever they needed to do to keep this reptile brain after it alerts something, because it is very important that it alerts you, but then it needs to shut up. Whatever problem you have in life, switch from your reptile brain, which panics, oh my God, I don't have money. Oh my God, my relationship is going sour. Oh my God, my business is going down the drain, to what are we going to do about this business? What is exactly going on? How can we fix it? Who can we talk to? Seems pretty simple, right? Well, it is simple, but it isn't easy. There's really nothing more to it. Your happiness, your success depends on the way how you can switch from your reptile brain to the other part of your brain. That's it. Take care.